Here we go. So this is the Lord's is Life podcast, and you know what it is. I'm your host, Anthony Hezekiah, and we got a very, very, very special guest in the building tonight. This is a good friend of mine. You know, we did some work together last year. And just we come from the same place, so I'm very proud. I'm honored to have this young lady on the platform tonight. So I want to take this time to introduce y'all to a mother, a soldier, a college graduate, a world traveler, and she recently just launched her website promoting female travel. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in tonight, I want to introduce you to my girl, B Rad. What's happening?
Thank you so much. You know, when most people hear B-Rad, they think it's gonna be some guy walking through the door.
Right.
But then I pop out like, nope, it's me.
a greaser or something like that with the
Right.
leather jacket.
I know. What's going on, man?
Oh man, just blessed, living, happy to be here. Happy to be still able to do this with the COVID current pandemic, corona, whatever you want to call it, man. I'm so tired.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just so tired of
Right.
the word, bruh. But I'm good, man. We blessed, staying safe, staying out the way. How about you? How the kids?
Same. Everybody is really, really good here. Just kind of getting a little antsy in the house, and we've been practicing 100% social distancing, so they're just missing time with their dad. They were supposed to come down with their dad and everything, but again, blessed to be able to still live, breathe, be okay, not have to worry about family members passing away at this moment. So everything is really good.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right.
Now I'm at the point where I live at, we have like the cases are not up into the hundreds like a lot of different places around the nation. So I'm one of the few places that are opening up back up to restaurants being able to come at 50% capacity and things like that. So where I am currently is I'm just trying to adjust my brain for my children to know that this is something that we'll have to kind of just see where we go at day to day. Things are changing every day with this
Right.
pandemic. So just trying to practice social distancing as much as we can, but at some point we got to get back out there, man.
Man, it's been so crazy.
Yeah.
Because I've been home, like I've never spent this much time at home,
Same.
like
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And it's just a
Yeah.
weird thing. Like me and my girl, when we chill, we'll just talk about how, what's it gonna be like moving forward. You know what I'm saying? What's everything like
Right.
now? And it's crazy, man. It helps you put a lot of stuff in perspective.
Exactly. And for me, I'm a big home person. So I'm not a person that goes out to clubs and things like that anyway. So that's not what I'm missing. I'm missing being able to dive into other cultures, like experience travel. That's what I miss. So I think in times like this, like it reminds us of how important it is to make your home, your ambiance, like your aura, making sure that everything that when you lay your head at night, that is 100% legit and it is to your standards, because like that's where everybody is these days. So you got to make sure that your home is your creative space right now.
Right, absolutely. I understand that completely. So, with you now being at home with the kids, how how is that? What type of space or have you kind of curated for you and the kids? Are you kind of cultivating dreams and stuff like that with them? Because I know they've been traveling with you for years now, and that's one thing that I commend you for, because a lot of especially a lot of black kids, man, a lot of black families period don't get to travel like that. So some of the places that your kids have seen, in this short amount of time, some of us don't get to see it, throughout a lifetime. So I know their minds are open, they're open to dreams and stuff like that. So during this time, because y'all can't go anywhere physically, how are you able to I guess just kind of cultivate the dreams and still keep that instilled in them at home?
Right. So I'll say this. I don't know if their dream is the same as my passion, which is traveling and experiencing different people and cultures. But what I do know is that they do enjoy it every single time we hop on a plane or every single time that we're in a car on a joyride. So for right now, my focus has been not just, oh, where do you want to go when this is over? Or what do you want to do when this is over? It is more so now you see how it feels to be somebody on the other side that maybe cannot get into another country. The U.S. has the most cases of all nations globally, and now in the travel world, we're thinking that we will be the people that won't be allowed to go into another country.
Right.
And we've seen that with different nationalities. We've seen that with Africans. We've seen that with Mexicans happening here in the U.S. Now for us, we're on the other side of that. So I had a conversation with my kids just about, now there's going to be a new normalcy. Now you're going to be labeled as an American, somebody who came from a place where we had millions of cases, or I don't even know what the exact number is, but the most amount of cases. And so besides that, the traveling, I'm just pushing what their dreams are. My kids are pretty old, they're 15 and 12, so they're not babies.
Right.
So I'm pushing just what they are interested in outside of travel. What are your dreams after you graduate high school? What is your passion? What drives you? What do you see yourself doing for the rest of your life that you won't get tired of, where it might not feel like work, you know? So just trying to kind of like focus on that, and they don't have that direct answer. I don't know too many people at 12 and 15 that did, have the correct answer for that, but just diving into that. My son is learning to drive,
Mm,
so
mm.
we're just diving into who you are. I think that's what's important right now to me, is who you are. Me and my daughter just had to talk about, the kids thinking that they know everything at 12 and 13, and you think everybody's your best friend. And so we've been diving into mental things more so than the materialistic things.
Got you, man. Speaking of mental, I literally just started back up going to therapy last
Did
month.
you?
I went
Good,
a few
good,
years
good, good.
ago. I went a few years ago and I really enjoyed it, so now I'm going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. I encourage everybody, especially Black people, to go to therapy, man. Seek some type of therapy, just because a lot of us got a lot of pent up aggression or suppressed memories that we just never told anybody about. So even if you just get the chance to go, just get a release, it's good
Right.
for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So did you go because you needed to, or did you just see this as another avenue, as a way to express yourself to somebody without judgment?
A little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of felt like for where I was in life, like something wasn't right. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
just I feel like it was a missing piece that was gonna that wasn't allowing me to move forward in life the way I wanted to. So I
Yep.
went back, and I found myself in the same position now. Like, all right, I'm stuck somewhere,
Yeah.
let me go see what's happening.
Good, good, good. I'm happy to hear that, because a lot of people, like how you said, don't. They don't.
Yeah, yeah, no, we don't, man. We just completely neglect our mental health. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
Because it's a holistic thing. You know what I'm saying? And one of my goals is to be totally healthy.
Yep.
Mentally healthy, physically, spiritually, financially. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Just
Yep.
complete health.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, kudos to y'all on the mental health, man. Especially with the kids.
Yes.
All
Yes. And these are trying times for these children. Their school
right.
got interrupted. This is like unprecedented. Unprecedented. We're in times that none of us have been through. So I can't tell them how to feel about not being able to go to their friends' houses and spend time with them, and go to school, and going online, seeing people virtually. This is something new to all of us. So we're all kind of just going through this thing at the same time together.
That's true. That is so true. I didn't even think about that. Like everybody is just, trying to
Everybody.
figure out the best way to cope and the best way to survive
Right.
through it. So, man,
Yep.
it's crazy. So I was going through your website earlier today, right?
Did you?
Yeah, yeah, I went through it. Man, look, first of all, straight up, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I remember when we first started talking about you doing this type of stuff.
I was gonna say, maybe you need to give a brief backstory as to how this even came, because honestly, I just have to be for real. It came because you pushed me. You guys, like, he was my mentor for months, and encouraged me and inspired me to dive deep into my passion. And he was kind of just like, why the hell are you not? Why are you not
Man, you,
putting yourself out there a bit more than what you're doing. And honestly, that's what pushed Travelers Globe, because I know at that time I was still talking about doing my personal thing and about me, and then it just didn't sit right with my soul, and I know that's why it just never happened. It
right.
never happened because my passion was not to just sit up here and talk about Brad. It is about a whole powerful movement of females who were traveling the world and experiencing other things. So that's it. My baby. I birthed my baby.
You did. And like
Thank
I
you.
said, I was on it today. And I like the layout of it. It was visually appealing. The visuals, everything looked nice on there. I loved how you are highlighting other female travelers. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about like building your community, building your tribe and your target market and whatnot, you have nailed it. In my opinion.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you have nailed it. You are a black female traveler, and it's inspiring not only to females but to males too. I see you moving around the world. I'm just like, damn, we came from the same we literally came from the same place.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yep. From
we
the
came
same
from the same place.
hometown.
And you are seeing parts of the world, like I said before, man, that some people will never get to experience. So, where did that passion come from? Like, what led you to wanting to be able to just see the world? Not, you know what, not just wanting to do it, but actually executing on it.
Actually executing it. Okay. So I'll be honest, and when you and I have talked about this before, I did not dream much as a child. My childhood was more so about survival. So I really don't feel that, a lot of people can say like, oh, I've always dreamed this and da da da. Like, no, my childhood was about surviving and making sure that I had a place to sleep and eat. That's what it was, and trying to take care of my sisters and brothers as much as I could. My passion for traveling, I remember sitting in, I can't remember what grade it was. I just know it was high school because I used to try to skip all the time. I just remember it was high school. And I remember seeing Egypt. I remember seeing the pyramids in the book. I'm guessing that it would have been history. And I was just like, man, I don't even believe that this is real. That's what myself said. Like, I said that to myself, like, this isn't even real. Um, and of course, I joined the military at 21 years old, and that opened up a world that I just did not. I had never flown a plane until then. I had never been away out of the city until then. Out of the state until, well, actually, no, I went to Florida, right? But
I mean,
like that's almost like part of Georgia now, right? That's
man, we got you can
right.
walk.
That's like, well, yeah, I went to Florida, but that's with your people, that's with your family. That was, forced upon me. I had never been up north. I had never been on a plane. I had never been around so many people that did not look like me, and had to force to live with them, sleep with them, and shit with them, and everything. Like we had to do everything together. So I was introduced to traveling when I got on the first plane ride, and I promise you, I called my sister and I said, I want to fly everywhere that I go. Like, I will never want to get on a bus. I will never want to get on a car. Like, and so that started it for me. And then every opportunity that I got to be able to get on a plane ever since then, I have done it. And I wanted to specifically go to the places where people in my small hometown had never been, had never seen. Had my parents who never traveled out of the country, besides my dad being in the military, it just, I could not be that same person as they were, and thinking minute. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So the military actually sparked my passion for traveling,
Yeah.
as it does a lot of people.
Right. Okay. So, damn, you was in the military. You went at 21.
At 21, yeah.
When did we work together? Were you fresh out of high school?
When I was like a supervisor at like 18, 19. I was yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. But yeah, so I went to the military at 21. Yeah, so I was like, I think I started working at Sam's at like 18, actually. I think I started working there at like 18, and I worked there until I got pregnant with Sydney, and then I went in 21. So I had both of my kids before I came into the military.
Got you.
Yep. Yep.
So, all right. So now, what has been thus far your favorite place that you visited? Oh, first off, what's your favorite place that the military has sent you to first?
Oh my goodness, Germany. Germany hands down.
Okay.
Germany,
All right.
Germany hands down. I let me tell you something. If there is one place that I think that every person who is in the military or not should go, should be Germany. It is a place where people are used to seeing people that don't look like them,
Mm,
right? And Germany, there's a lot of Africans in Germany, so I'm not gonna sit up here and act like they don't know black people, or like there's a lot of Africans and there's a lot of black Germans. Like there are. I had never even thought about that until I got there. But Germany was hands down the best. It is just the vibe is just different. The food is good. There's so many different places. The shopping is just A1. It is Germany on the military side has been uh a place that I just absolutely like. I want to retire in Germany.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
You know what? Everybody that I know that's in the military, that's went to Germany is always excited.
Absolutely. And it's like a hub to all of these other different locations, all these other different European countries, and to be able to go to Asia easily. Like it's just, we are so far in the West, in Germany, you're like dead center.
Right.
So it opens you up to other countries as well. So I absolutely loved it.
Okay, okay. So now, what's been your worst experience or least favorite place that the military has sent you to?
Oh my God, California.
Hey, hold on, hold on.
uh,
Bruh, I love Cali.
um
Like, talk to me. What's
well, so what is it called? Oh my gosh, I can't even. It's like a fort. Gosh, I can't even think of the name of it. It is just part of California, though. Oh my God, I have to
so you
like
said it's a
come
four
back
letter
with the
word?
name. Say that again.
You said it's a four-letter word.
Oh no, it's like a fort. Oh
Oh,
my gosh,
Florida.
I cannot think of the name of it. It's a base in California, but where it is, there is absolutely nothing. Like nothing. Like you have to walk to the showers, and it's like a mile, and it's nothing but dirt. So you get dirty as soon as you cut. Like it is. I can't even think of the name of it. And if there's any military people that are gonna be watching this, like you'll know what I'm talking about if you've been there. It is absolute hell. I don't know anybody that would want to be stationed there. Like it was hell. I did not like it. We had to go there for training for like a month and a half, and it was absolutely horrible. So
All right. So now what like was there an exact moment when you decided that you wanted to start traveling for yourself, or I guess what kind of got you into really wanting to travel? Because you travel like people, you know what I'm saying, people go on vacation, but you
yeah,
travel. I think it's a difference. You know,
there
like
is absolutely a
like
difference.
I've
Yep.
I've been on vacation before, but I've never traveled. You know what I'm saying? So what
Yeah.
got you into just traveler mode? Like, yo, I can go somewhere, I can go anywhere in the world, and I can go by myself. Like, I don't need anything else. I can do it.
So I'll be honest. With my first, and I went out of the country first with the military, and then when I was overseas, we were I think it was my birthday. I always try to celebrate my birthday, and we weren't going to be able to make it. And my best friend, she was like, "Hey, I think she had just got back from Aruba. Some I can't remember where she had just got back from, St. Lucia." And she was like, "Hey, like I had a great time. Like we need to go and get out of the country." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, girl, I got this deployment money. Like yeah, let's go somewhere." So it kind of just came on the fly. My actual first vacation, because then I was just vacationing. I was not traveling.
Right.
And so that's kind of what sparked it. I think that I wouldn't have never went by myself at that point in time. Now maturing, and that maybe was when I was like 24, 25. Now maturing into my 34-year-old self, I like to be alone. I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't like to have to answer to a lot of people. I do not like to have to hear complaining. I do not like to be around people with small minds. I do not like to be around people that aren't creative, that aren't always thinking about progressing in some type of form,
Yeah.
whether it's financially, physically,
Yeah.
spiritually, mentally. I like to be forward progressing. So I found myself going on vacations and not truly enjoying them because it was just about attention. It was just about pictures. It was just about, um, just doing things that didn't give me the full essence. So I think one time I was trying to plan a trip with a group of people, and they was just, you know how you start off with 50 and then only one go. Like, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not even asking nobody no more. I want to go by my damn self. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. And so that's what I've been doing for the past 3 years. Is traveling by myself, and I'm telling you, it just opens up this different world because number one, you feel like you have accomplished a goal. How many people truly can go somewhere and have fun? A lot of people are struggling sitting in the house by themselves these days. Imagine going on a vacation to Africa or going to Spain for 2 weeks by yourself, or just being able to be complete in yourself and like project that out into the world. So for me, I would say that my friend's recommendation to go out of the country sparked me traveling, that kind of, engaged it. But when I had to do things like,
Hold on, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me pause it for a second.
yep.
Yo, so just then I was walking, I got to the side of here. You know how you like if a girl is walking on heels and then she might like slip in the side in her shoe.
Yep.
That's what I just did in my flip flops, man.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, don't fall.
But yeah, like you were saying, being able to travel the entire world by yourself is very liberating and very freeing, and not too many people, get to see that. So, what the first time you did it, were you scared?
I I was not. I was not. There I didn't even second guess it. It was this is what I want to do. I was not scared. I No, I wasn't. But trust me, everybody else that I knew was like, they could not wait till my plan landed and for me to like reach out to them. And I remember I had to even tell people like, damn, leave me alone. Like, let me enjoy my time.
Right, right,
I'm okay.
right.
But no, I wasn't. And I honestly don't know why I wasn't. I wasn't. I didn't I knew I wasn't gonna put myself in any kind of situations where I would feel like going dark, like alleys and things like that. So I had seen so many different people on my other travels just having fun, and at that time, tourism. I was just like, why am I scared to go by myself? No, I shouldn't be, and I just wasn't. I don't even have it. There was nothing about me that was like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't go. Like, no, it was like, take your ass to this. My first country solo was Panama, and I was like, nope, go, and I did.
Man, so whenever you go and you are visiting these amazing places, what's what's the order of operation, I guess? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you trying to see first? What are what's the plan when you get somewhere?
That's a good question. Well, it depends on where I go and what I'm going for. I'm still somebody that still kind of vacations. I
Okay.
am somebody that still, which means I'm relaxing, right? Like right now, I want to relax so bad, drop these kids off to their daddy and go on a vacation and relax. I want to do that right now because I have been in work mode and mom mode for so many months, and this COVID-19 situation isn't helping it none. So honestly, the first thing that I do most times when I get somewhere is to eat, because I don't really like most of the time my flight's early in the morning. I'm not a big breakfast person. And so when I land, check into my place, and I'm just like, man, like, let me go try like this. I love food, so my first thing normally when I do is eating wherever that person. Most of the time I stay in like an Airbnb, and
Yeah.
I'll go to whatever their local suggestion is. I'm not a big, oh, let me go to this famous restaurant type thing. I'm not a big person about that. So I like to try the local spots, and that's normally the first thing that I do. And again, it just depends on what I'm going for. Sometimes I might go to for views, Rio de Janeiro. I strictly went there for the views. That I had no other mission but to see these beautiful, like, lush green um areas that I don't get to see where I currently live. And then, when we went to Paris, that was more so tourism. And it was okay. That's what it was for. It was to go to the Louvre. It was to go to the Eiffel Tower, things like that. So I'm not a set person on, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that. it's just wherever my mood goes, and I leave a lot of space for me to be able to just do whatever the hell I want to do. Or if I meet another solo traveler, we link up. I did that in Spain and spent a whole day with another girl who was solo traveling herself. So
Yeah.
yeah, yep.
Man, you I don't remember when it was, but you went somewhere and you ended up with a whole bunch of people. Like a whole
In Spain.
oh, that was Spain. Okay, man.
That was insane. Yep. I ended up with a whole listen, and what's so crazy is I still talk to one of the Australian guys that I
Oh,
met in Spain that I was clubbing with that night. It was real cool. So I stayed in a hostel for the first time. And that's how I get to meet people, because when you stay solo, you know, it doesn't really give you the option to really meet a lot of people unless you know, bring them back to your room. But I stayed in a hostel because they have these common areas where people are able to get together and, you know, just like, chill and hang out. And I was like one of the few. I think there was like two other black people there, but like, you know, everybody was just vibing. It wasn't nothing. It was so that was honestly like the best time of my life. And again, I don't even club like that. So I left all of the asses in the club. It was like 3 o'clock, and I was like, y'all, I gotta go. I'm old. I'm old. I know I look young, but I gotta go. Like, But
we in
it was,
the 30
and
club.
that's what I'm saying. Tom.
I said we in the 30 club.
Yeah, we listen. I feel like I'm 50. Like physically, I feel like I'm like 50. You know, after you don't raise a kid for 15, 16 years, it ages you mentally and physically. It really, really does.
So you
I
need
feel like I'm 50.
you need that traveling. So all right,
Yep,
so Spain was dope. You stayed at a hostel, you had a great experience. What has
absolutely.
been a not so great experience that you've had while traveling for yourself?
What has been a not so great experience? Hmm. Okay, so I mean, I had fun in Spain, right? But I got lost, like on the trains, and I am somebody. I don't figure stuff out like that easily. So I got lost, and that's why I say you have to put a lot of time in, or free time in, because you know, let's say if you want to be somewhere at 2 o'clock, shit, the train might pass that place, you know, and you might be asleep on the train because it takes forever for them to get to places. So that wasn't too good for me, and I was just kind of lost with my suitcase for like 2 hours,
Yeah.
literally walking the streets of Barcelona, the number one place that they say that you can get pickpocketed and all that kind of stuff. I'm like walking with my suitcase for like 2 hours. And then I would say on my other trip, when I went to Cuba, Cuba was absolutely wonderful. But what I realized is that I was a selfish traveler because I would not get in a car that didn't have AC. You know what I mean? I kind of didn't want to eat at this area because there was like dog, like it was, and that's how the country is. So, and that was my second solo place. And so I kind of had to put myself back into like perspective, like this ain't your country, like this is theirs, and
Right.
this is custom. Like the dogs is running everywhere, and you know AC is a luxury over there. So I wouldn't say that it was a bad experience, but it opened up my mind to be like, you spoiled, and like even the Cubans over there, they were like, I feel bad for you because you can't live without AC. Like we
Right.
good.
Right.
They was like, because I was like, oh my god, it's so hot. I'm like dying, complaining when so many people live that way daily. I'm like complaining, you know. So I would say that's another like poor experience, and I was gonna go give it another try earlier this year, but I had to cancel all my stuff. So
Right, man. So now traveling, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people don't get to travel like that. How has it opened up your eyes and just broadened your horizons and your overall view of just the world or just life in general?
it lets me know that everybody wants the same thing, to be accepted, to not be castrated out just because of your skin color, because of your sex, or because of what you believe in or what you wear. It lets me know that we all smile the same. The smile means the same thing in with everybody that we see. And I'm like constantly like smiling to my drivers or my
Yeah,
Airbnb hosts who have absolutely no idea what I'm saying to them because we don't speak the same language. But it's the same, like that smile means the same thing. Like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm happy that you're here.
right.
I'll help you, whatever that is. It has opened my eyes to honestly see that so many people are small minded. I remember when I was in Dubai, and I was looking at the beautiful, the most beautiful women. Listen, the most beautiful women ever. Like, and I don't even mean any disrespect to any other, but I mean, their aura is just, man, like their presence is commanding. And it's so crazy because in countries like that, they are truly like, bottom of the pole type.
And see,
But
I was
these
just
women
about to ask, is it because they got so much money over there in Dubai?
Listen, I think it's the money, because my broke ass was not commanding over there. I think it was the money. But listen, like they were so beautiful. And one of my homeboys was like, man, like I can't even look at them like that with all that stuff they got on. They're talking about the wearing, the dressing, the stuff. And I was like, that's so beautiful to me. Her husband is the only person that can say he sees her truly. Do you know how special that is for your husband to be the person to be like, nope, I know you don't know what my girl look like, but let me tell you something.
I do.
That she bad, like, right? Listen. Exactly. The only thing that we get to see is her face, not even her hair. And so that just lets me, that comment was just more so like, well, why would you just give that away just because of what she's wearing? So it just lets me know that my mind thinks a little bit more differently, and especially with religion and things like that, I can't be put into this box of this is the only right way, because there's so many millions of us all think that no, this is the right way, and that's because I said so, and that's because my mother taught me that, and that's what it is. So it just lets me know, like, we got so much more growing to do, and everybody everywhere is struggling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When I was a kid in school, you know what I'm saying, I was always fascinated with like science, earth, just the world period, and I haven't been as fortunate to travel just yet, but luckily I've had a mind that wasn't confined to just, what I'm saying,
Yep.
small space. So
Yep.
I've looked at, researched, and just studied all corners of the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just everything, man. So I really do appreciate what you are doing for just for the culture period. So
Yeah.
let's get into your website.
Yes.
Travelers Globe, correct? Or
Globe.
Traveler
Yep.
Globe.
Traveler Globe.
Okay, and then tell everybody how you're spinning on Traveler.
So, okay, so I was thinking of like, man, what can like I want the special emphasis to be on women, and that's because I am a woman and I am a Black woman that travels. And so I was like, man, like what can I do? And I'm tired of saying the word travel, like traveler. I'm tired of typing it in IG like that. Like I'm tired of it just being plain. And so I was like, traveler, travel her. This is my globe. Like travel her globe. And that her does not have an S on it, because I'm just like, it's my globe, and this is going to be my baby, and this is how I'm going to represent the globe and all of these beautiful women to everyone. Like, and everyone's experience is because it's their viewpoint of the globe. So it's going to be her globe, like travel her globe. So TRAVELHER is the way that it's spelled.
Okay. So travel her globe.
Yep.
It's your globe. You got the whole world in your hands.
Exactly. We do.
I dig it, man. I truly do dig it. I guess we won't like just tell everything about the blog, about the website, because we want everybody to go and check it out. But how are you? Because I know you. So are you going to be highlighting a female traveler every single month?
Every single month, we will be highlighting female travelers, and their experiences could be so different. I'm not sticking to, it's not going to be a normal publication. It's not going to be, oh, we got to talk about COVID-19. Oh, we got to talk about this. And like, it's not a news. This is about experiences. I want to hear and share with the world experiences that other women have, whether it's hooking up with somebody overseas, whether it's getting robbed overseas, whether it's finding love or being in love overseas, whether it's traveling to Tanzania, like a lady that I have on there, solo, and just doing things like doing things out of the norm that a lot of people don't get to see. So yeah, the emphasis is on women, and it's just, I want stories to be told. I'm a reader. I love reading. That's my way of getting out into the world when I cannot travel. So fascinating stories about women traveling is what kind of ties it all to. That's what Travelers Globe is about, and food that connects people to travel as well. So, yep.
So, all right. So, would you consider yourself a bit of a foodie as well?
I mean, I like to eat. Nah, I can't promise you I'm the best cook. Although I do cook, I'm not the best because I'm not like a cook. I would never get assigned to cook like Thanksgiving meals and stuff because I don't know how to cook stuff like that. I'm more like international because that's what I do. So I guess I'm a foodie that likes to eat. Yes.
Where what's a piece of advice, one piece of advice that you would give to young Black women who are looking to get out and see the world, or who haven't even been able to venture out? You know what I'm saying? They might want to see the world, but they have no clue where to start. What kind of advice would you give to them?
So my advice would be, and I wish somebody would have told it to me, just continue to dream. That a lot of people think that there's a timeline and when you should have this and this and this together. And I don't believe in those timelines. Again, I didn't even start traveling until my mid 20s. And I really didn't even start living until that age. So I would say continue to dream. Take whatever steps that you need to take to be able to travel. And not everybody wants to be able to do that. But for those who are interested in it, research is going to be the number one thing that will get you to be able to travel in, because you need to research how you're going to get your passport. You need to research how long your flight is. You need to research that country that you're going to, their religions, their customs, their courtesies. You need to research and read, and that way your mind even opens up in being able to read, like, oh, I had no idea about that. Like I said, you would not tell me that a Black person was German before I got over there. So I just, like being able to, like, all of this stuff is accessible on the internet to us, in this day and age, in this technologically advanced state that we're in. So why not research? I would say just dream, and then once you are actioning that dream, make sure that you are taking the steps necessary to be able to travel, and do it on your own accord. There's not a specific way that you should be traveling. That's, I think a lot of the travel IG world makes people think that, oh, you have to go here and you got to get this picture and you have to go, like, and I done been to so many places I ain't even give a damn to see a lot of the things that a lot of people done tried to go see, because
Right.
I'm not gonna be just that status quo. I can't, like, again, live in that box. So
Yeah, you want to,
um
I mean, you want to make your travel experience completely about you, because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's a spirit in life everywhere. You know what I mean? And not everybody reacts to that spirit the same way. So if you go to, let's just say you go, I don't know, Brazil, you know what I mean? Your experience might be totally different because your spirit might be connected to something totally
exactly.
different than what, everybody
Absolutely.
else is. So I salute you for that too, because I know for a fact you're not the whole go out, post a bunch of pictures. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to flex and, woo woo. You're more
Yep.
about actually being able to experience the place and the life and the culture there. So um,
Yep.
I commend you for that, for what you're doing for yourself, what you're doing for your kids, and then, what you are trying to build for Black women.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. So we about to wrap it up, but before we get up out of here, do me a favor and tell everybody where they can find you at social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Give them the link to the website, and just what you want to gain out of everything that you got going on.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to speak with you today, and always lifting me up. You've always lifted me up and supported me. Not a lot of people do it for something that's not necessarily within their realm. So thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody's interested, you can find me on Instagram. It's my most active platform. It is, my personal page is Brad the Girl. My digital magazines page is Travel Her Globe. And then you can find me on Facebook. I'm not as active on there, but you can find me on Facebook at Tammy M. Bradley. And then the website is travelherglobe.com. travelherglobe.com.
And I'm gonna once I edit it, I'm gonna put it up there too, so I'll figure out how to,
Right. Okay.
find you. Um, and yeah, man. So very, very, very last thing. Well, no, you know what? Two more things, real quick. If you could go anywhere in the world that you haven't been already, where would you go?
I would go to Japan.
Why Japan?
Because the man, there's so many different reasons. First of all, they got Mario Kart. Like you can run a Mario Kart in the
Wait,
street.
what?
Like you can do like an adult Mario Kart. And for the
Okay.
food in Japan is just well, I've heard, obviously I haven't been there. But I've heard that the food is what brings people around the table in Japan, and I would absolutely love to just be in the midst of those customs and courtesies that the Japanese culture has, and to experience it as a Black person over there, because I know not a lot of Black people go into the places
Right.
that I would be interested in going into. So I would love to go into an Asian country, like outside of the beautiful Bali, outside of like Thailand. I would love to go into Japan.
Japan. All
Yep.
right. All right. And then very, very, very last question. For me, I haven't, like I said, I haven't been out the country before, right? But me and my girl, we want to go somewhere. So, where would you suggest we take like our first little, out of the country couples trip?
Well, listen, it's so funny because I have had so many people like, oh, we got an anniversary coming up. Where should we go? Listen, I've been single for a long time, honey. And I can't even tell you what Lover's Lane is. I cannot tell you. I don't know. Like I've been single for so long. I don't even think that way, right? But if you want to experience a culture other than your own that is not far away, I think that's a big thing with a lot of people who first time traveling. They want to not have a super duper long flight. They want to be able to like catch a flight back really quick if needed, and you don't want to go too far. I would say
Kind of be able to stick your toe in.
exactly. Just stick your toe in a little bit and see how you like it, right? And I can only speak about places that I have been. I would recommend Cuba, and the only reason why I would not is because there's not great communication there. There's not, your cell phone won't work there. You have to take money for ATMs and things. So if you want to go to somewhere for your first time, I would even say Puerto Rico is a place that is still the U.S.
Right.
But let me tell you, it does not feel like you're in the U.S. It feels like you're in a Spanish country. Obviously, everybody there speaks Spanish. So I would suggest Puerto Rico, and I know that's not international. However, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It will get you accustomed to being around people that don't speak the same language, like English. I mean,
Right.
a lot, and that was surprising to me because a lot of them did not know English. Like they did not speak it, even though it's the U.S. Like, and I was kind of like taken back by that. But again, it's beautiful, and I think that should be and it's a short flight for you and your girl from ATL. Like
Yeah,
it's not a long
right.
flight. So I would definitely recommend something in the Caribbean for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah. I want us to go out of town. I'm not out of town, out of the country, or just anywhere. But I don't know if it's gonna happen this year. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So we might get to stack up, and so we can hit the road or hit the friendly skies in 2021.
Yes, listen, I'm rooting for it. I am rooting. Let me know. Like, I want you to have the best time of your life. And not that I want you to have my experience, but it's not even a lot of money. It was a lot to me because I got two kids that I drug along with me. But like I'm telling you, just like how you said, save up now, and I'm telling you that will be the trip of your life. And Puerto Rico is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we need to do. That's what we need to do. Cause like I want to be somewhere out on the beach with the blue water. I can see,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
you
And
know,
they still accept the USD. I think that's something important for people that are, catching a flight. It's
right.
still USD, so you won't have to worry about converting cash and things like that. I'm telling you, that would be my number one recommendation for anybody who has not even flown, too far. I think Puerto Rico would be a great start.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
We're gonna check that out, man. I greatly appreciate you being on the platform.
Thank you.
I'm honored to have you on here. I know we're gonna do some more stuff in the future.
Yes, absolutely.
So again, I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate it. And thank you for everything that you do as well. Like you talking about me for the culture. No, what you doing for the culture and pushing people to literally still dream, especially coming from the hometown that we came from, where a lot of people don't, or they let something stop their dreams. Thank you for inspiring me. Because I'm telling you, everything that I did, like in mid 2020 up until this point, is because you pushed me to be able to know that I could do it, even if I inspired just one person.
man, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that's that's what we got to keep doing. You know what I'm saying? We got to
Right.
keep bouncing energy off of each other. Because
Yep.
the energy that we created right here, somebody else is going to get something from it.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's just keep doing it, man. And
You
again,
know it.
I appreciate you for being on the platform. So, ladies and gentlemen, as always, this is Anthony Hezekiah. This is the Lord's is Life podcast. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Lord's is Life, LORDS. Yo, a little blind just fell. You know how you got the little things up? One just fell and just scared the shit out of me. So anyway, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Lord's is Life, LORDSISLIFE, Living Our Ridiculous Dreams on Facebook, and make sure y'all check out the website is lordsislife.com. Make sure y'all have a wonderful, stupendous, superb, absolutely amazing evening, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.